Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Oh my goodness, what a 24 hours it's been. Okay, I think I've got the flu, or getting the flu, one of the two. Hey Deb, how you going? Kai, how you going? Alex, how you going? Who else we got? John Paul, how you going? Kai, I said Kai, didn't I? Shannon, how you going? Out to lunch, how you going? I'm a bit slow today, guys. I feel like, I don't know. I feel dopey, actually. That's how I feel. Deb J, how you going? Meg Aussie, how you going? Who else we got in here? J1, how you going? And Timmy, how you going? D-Lee, how you going? Okay, yes, I'm a bit husky. I was sneezing yesterday, and I mean, when I say I was sneezing, right, it was sneeze after sneeze after sneeze, and it just kept on going and going, and I thought, oh, something's up my nose, something's got up there. Anyway, I went to bed early last night. I was up at 12. Then I was up at 2 till 3. And then I got up at 6 and went, oh, stuff trying to sleep, man, I can't breathe. Oh, no. Anyway, let's get on with this. It is what I really think it is what I thought it was. Okay, Patreon Underground said the entire world, what the fuck is going on? And Q-tards are like, we know. We think we know, okay? Drogo said nobody, and this is from, you know, this site here. The one that I was following back in, oh, wrong site. Told you I'm a bit dopey. Yeah, Yeah, the board, way back when. What was the date on it? 2018, okay? Post 571. Jack, MZ, ES, JB, EM. Who do you think EM stands for? Elon Musk. Do you know that we know? Do you know that we see all? Do you know that we hear all? Fear the storm. Nobody playing the game gets a free pass. Nobody. Okay, so that's interesting. I think we're watching, look, honestly, the Democrats are now calling for the Epstein files to be released. We have, I think it's, there's probably more than that going on underneath, but I think that's one of the main aims of this was to do that. And I really think it's not real. Anyway, MAGA Voice said Donald J. Trump, someday I would like to lose everything for a moment of time to see who's loyal and who is not. Oh, that's the other thing this did. People like Alex Jones and that are going nuts, right? Now, I think, and a lot of people are backing Elon Musk, and I think what it's done is it's sorted out the wheat from the chaff. Okay, who will stand behind him and who will run the minute something happens? Dinesh D'Souza said, is this some sort of perverse scheme to force yes, it is, the release of the Epstein files. How great it would be to have a horde of bad guys publicly exposed. Then Trump and Elon break out the champagne. Elon says, told you I could get Democrats to scream for that list. Seriously, they are. I've got posts in here anyway. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, this is weird. Miss Smudge said, this man claims casual racism. Never heard of it. Because a McDonald's worker assumed he was an Uber Eats driver. Do you know what casual racism is? Can you school me on that? The thing that's being overlooked here is that this man is clearly an elitist snob. He obviously thinks the Uber drivers are less than. Bet he wouldn't object to be mistaken for a doctor or an IT professional. The Australia Today, you won't believe what happened at McDonald's Uber. Indian origin man's encounter at McDonald's lays bare Australia's casual racism. Oh, mate, freaking go home, you idiot. I was just watching a video on, and I've seen one before, on Indians, how they learn to drive in their own country, and then they've come over to our countries, and people are dying left, right, and centre. Do you know that the Indian death toll on the road is like 170-something thousand in the year 2023? Yeah, and they come here and they just show their Indian licence and they get an Australian licence straight away with no questions, you know? And then they get into trucks, semi-trailers. Yeah, and run people over. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go here, there and everywhere. My mind is just not with it. Avi Yamini said, love him or hate him, agree not or not with his politics. Turns out the media lied when they said Trump was bought and paid for. Even the wealthiest man on the planet couldn't own him. There is another point to this. Everyone was saying, oh, Elon owns Trump. Does he? Does he really? Oh, my goodness. Alex James posted this, and I don't know if this is true or not. Elon Musk said, relax, guys, it was just a prank. Donald J. Trump said, calm down, everyone, it was a prank, a beautiful prank. Now, I don't know because I just don't know if this is... But I do believe this is what it is. Okay? It caught a lot of people off guard. Now, a lot of Dems are calling for the Epstein files to be released. So-called truthers have exposed themselves. Flip-floppers. Dr. Russell McGregor said not a single anon is worried about Trump-Musk spat. We know it's part of the movie and enables more effective exposure of what is actually in the files. How many times must the left be played before they begin to realise they're being strategically overwhelmed? Yep, and I'm not worried about it at all. I can see there's other things going on from this one thing has caused people to lose it left, right and centre. They're going, oh no, Trump shouldn't know. And I agree, like with Musk on smaller government, but Trump knows what he's doing. The rubber duck said, mentally prepare yourself for every single person, player that we perceive now to be a strong, loyal Trump ally, and therefore we the people ally, to turn on Trump and the America First agenda. The blowback will cause them to say things like, what? We can't question Trump when we disagree. These people do not know the plan and therefore do not trust the plan, and they're clearly not involved with what's really happened and what's to come. You do. You were read in nearly 10 years ago, thank you to this website here. And don't forget all that you've learned, and don't forget all the hours, time and dedication you've vested into this. Stay the course, focus on the mission, sort through the noise to find the signal. It's always darkest before the dawn, and that, no doubt, is at play here. In your moments of doubt, recall all that you have learned, the way that they have tried to memory hole and focus only on Trump for comms. Nothing can stop what's coming. Entertained? We haven't got to the biblical stuff yet. Okay. David Schoen said, I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defence as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively, unequivocally, I can't even speak, and definitively that he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him. But hey, you've got all the Dems crying out for the release of the Epstein files. Okay, Kobe Thatcher said, apparently I made the news in India this week. Whoever wrote this article seems unhappy that Aussies want our country to remain as the Australia we all grew up in, and not to have to compete against millions of foreigners for housing and jobs in our own country. This was the Hindustan Times. Sydney feels more like India. Australia MAGA fans rant on mass immigration draws racist responses. Okay, well, call us racist. Whatever you like. Who cares? That word means nothing anymore. X22 report said hook, line and sinker. Democrats said, what is Trump hiding? Release the Epstein files. See? Do you see? What's News said not even 2 weeks have passed since Jacinta Allen here in Australia, Victorian Premier who took over from Daniel Andrews, who shot everyone with rubber bullets and stuff during the lockdown protests. Not even 2 weeks have passed since Jacinta Allen decided to ban machetes was a better idea than getting rid of the migrants, actually using the machetes. And what do you know? The migrants are now using meat cleavers instead. We should start a national bingo card to see how many household items get banned before the government actually starts deporting people. Yeah. They're just going to find other weapons. Look, if they ban meat cleavers, it'll be baseball bats. You know, if they do that, it'll be kitchen knives. Lozzie B said, African man brutally bashes a stranger on train in Bendigo, Victoria. This only stops when we say no more. The notices said an African thug brutally bashes a stranger on a train in Bendigo, Victoria. He was released from a mental health ward that day and was on bail. And so, yep, this guy with this girl, and there's the guy, and there he goes. He just, okay? And it goes on, and I'm not going to keep showing it, but it just keeps going on and on and on for minutes, okay? Why is he out of the psych ward? He's obviously not right. Who was the doctor that said he could go out? Seriously. At Patriot Girl said dead. Donald J. Trump said, I want my records back, Elon, all of them, even the ABBA ones I said you could keep. Oh, dear. Il Donaldo Trumpo said, checkmate. Democrats said, kill the bill and release the Epstein files. Hillary Clinton, I think these are like made up, to be honest, okay? What the fuck? Says Hillary Clinton. No. Insurrection Barbie said Trump and Musk will make up, and those who took sides will regret it. That's how it works. They already have a phone call tomorrow, which would be today. Yeah, Mum and Dad are fighting. Real Housewife. I want my ABBA records back. John Ruddock, MLC, here in Australia. Pre-COVID, my guess was 3% of Aussies and understood why it was dangerous for the state to have a monopoly on firearms. But post-COVID, along with the rise in street crime, I suspect it's now 10% plus. I've been one of the 3% for many years who understood why it's dangerous for the state to have a monopoly on firearms. And here's why you should have the right to buy a firearm. Well, all you need to see is just the last post that I did, and you can understand. Also, if someone tries to invade your home, you need to be able to protect yourself in any way you can. Today I rise to introduce the Constitution Amendment Right to Possess and Carry Firearms Bill 2025. This bill seeks to enshrine in the Constitution of New South Wales the fundamental right to possess and carry firearms. This bill protects this right much in the same way this Parliament did in 2024 when it passed an amendment to the New South Wales State Constitution to prohibit the sale of public water utilities to private operators. If this constitutional amendment passes, further efforts to infringe on the right to possess and carry firearms can only be by an Act of Parliament, meaning that the future regulations set by the Minister or police would be unable to curtail the rights of citizens and residents to possess and carry firearms. Of course, when the Libertarian Party forms government, will enact proper constitution that can only be altered by a vote of the citizens of this state, and that constitution would truly enshrine the right to own a firearm. This bill is the start of a long but important journey. And honestly, don't want to really read the rest of it, but I'm behind this. An armed population is counterweight against tyranny. An armed population is a bulwark against invasion. Firearms enhance personal safety. Fostering a sense of self-reliance spurs a broader culture of ingenuity and creativity. Okay, I do agree. Tim is sending me some memes. Yes, Timmy, I think we're going to have to put off the live stream later. Definitely. But Tim has sent me a meme of Trump and Elon dressed as husband and wife from like the 60s. Mum and Dad, please stop fighting. Oh, dear. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate that. Yes, I think I'm going to have to. Okay, John Ruddock, MLC. Oh, I did read that one. Oh, my God, my head. Charlie Kirk said, here are 50 major wins from Trump's big, beautiful bill that the media is ignoring. Okay, let's go over it. He had to put some other shit in there so that it may get passed by the Democrats and the rhinos, okay? So he has kept some weird stuff, but... Okay. I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, the media is ignoring these. Number 1, no tax on tips. Servers, bartenders and bellhops just got a raise. Promises made, promises kept. Number 2, made Trump's tax cuts permanent. Biden wanted them to expire. Number 3, child tax credit raised to $2,500. Overtime pay, tax-free, work hard, actually keep more. Number 5, $1.6 trillion in spending cuts, the largest rollback of government bloat in US history. Number 6, work requirements for welfare, able-bodied, then get off the couch. 7, deporting 1 million illegal immigrants per year, no more catch and release. 8, builds the wall, finishes at 701 miles of serious border protection. 9, 10,000 new ICE agents, law and order at the border, huge. 10. Eliminates Medicaid for illegal aliens. American benefits for Americans. 11. Trump savings accounts for kids build generational wealth from birth. A game changer. 12. Slashes IRS funding. No more 87,000 new agents breathing down your neck. 13. Green New Deal defunded. No more money for solar BS. Energy production unleashed. Back to drilling, fracking. Tariffs on Chinese-built ships. Protect American shipbuilders. Buy American, build American required on all infrastructure projects. Estate tax protections expanded. Family farms and businesses stay in the family. Repeals DEI mandates. Merit matters again. DEI is dying. DIE, see? DEI. Bans taxpayer-funded gender ideology in federal agencies. Military pay rise and benefits boost. National Missile Defence Golden Dome. HSA accounts expanded. Use them for direct primary care. School choice tax credits. Parents not unions control education. Historic. Feds barred from mandating pronoun usage. Medicaid block grants to states. Local control, not DC strings. Save hundreds of billions. Revives apprenticeship programs. College not required to succeed. The cartel hates this. Yeah, because they can't brainwash everyone. 1% of exports must ship under US flag. Mandates voter ID for federal election. Ends ESG mandates and retirement accounts. Cracks down on big pharma middlemen. Bans drag shows for kids at federally funded venues. Fires the climate cult from federal boards. Veterans get priority housing access. Tax credit for buying American-made vehicles. Stops Chinese ownership of US farmland. Our soil is finally protected. Bans CRT from federal training programs. Ends taxpayer-funded abortions abroad and defunds Planned Parenthood. Guts federal diversity czars. Cuts the bloated bureaucracy. Revives the Keystone XL pipeline. Eliminates federal COVID emergency powers. Enacts Social Security tax cuts for seniors. Will I make it before I cough? Defends religious liberty in the workplace. Restores due process on college campuses. Massively expands trade school funding. Outlaws federal funding for gender transitions for minors. Creates nationwide Patriot Curriculum Grant Fund. Halts funding to the UN's woke agenda arms. Tax breaks for adoption and large families. Increases penalties for fentanyl trafficking, life in prison for cartels. Restores cash bail in federal jurisdictions. No more revolving door criminals. And this is just a taste. Promises made, promises kept. I'm just going to blow my nose and cough. Hang on one sec, guys. Okay. Very well done. Okay. Whew, okay. Breaking. Doge designer. President Trump aides reportedly scheduled a Friday call with Elon Musk as per Politico. So who knows? I don't know if they've made up. Trump's not taking it very well, saying, no, you're not going to make up with me like that. So, yeah. I think I want to live with Dad. Mum seems unstable. Oh, dear God. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do that. It just came out of nowhere. Hang on, I need a sip of my tea. This is ridiculous. We're about to get snow, I think, over the next 2 days. If it snows, I will go live, okay? If I can. I might not say much, but I'll go live and show you because, look, I know people are going to snow, so what, right? But here in Australia, especially where I am, there are the snowy mountains down south of me, but where I am, it doesn't always snow, okay? And when it does, it's light and fluffy and not much happening, right? So I get really, really excited when it's going to snow. And apparently it may snow for the next 2 days. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a break because I'm full of phlegm. I'm going to be talking, you know how the M's are B's after a while when you've got the flu? It's going to be like that in a minute. Oh, dear God. Okay, American Papa Bear said, breaking news, Putin just launched an attack on Kiev. I honestly couldn't care less. How about you? It's wet there in Adelaide, Deb. Yeah, the cold front's coming through. Has it already come through? It's like 6 or 7 degrees here. Anyway, Putin's apparently attacked Kiev. Does it look like I care much? Clandestine said, holy shit's already working. Did we just sign up the Dems into demanding the release of the Epstein files? Be careful what you wish for. Rep Eric Swalwell said, release the Epstein files now. Huh. Isn't that strange? Look, I trust my instincts so much that when I saw that and I thought, here we go, what a way to get them to release the Epstein files. And I trust myself with that. As well as now I found out that they're exposing other people and, you know, there's a lot going into this. And maybe the left will leave Elon alone now that, you know, he's turned on Donald Trump, allegedly. Oh, I've got to blow my nose again. Hang on a sec, guys. Okay, it seems to be getting worse as the day goes on. Okay, Rob Smith said latest expenses for Anthony Albanese, January to March. Personal expenses including salary, over $1 million in 3 months. Oh my God, $1 million in 3 months he's spent. Includes family travel, including Jodie's family, so his girlfriend's family. Includes his car despite a chauffeur-driven V12 BMW. Includes internet for his $4.5 million beach house, leased through Airbnb. And which internet is he going through? Starlink? I wouldn't be surprised. Albanese's racked up over $1 million in 3 months on the credit card, and we pay for everything. He has. Total expenditure so far from January to March, $1,037,658.92. What a rip-off. Anyway, Captain Kyle said, remember this from just 1 week ago? Elon the Grey leaves us. Elon the White will come back at the turn of the tide. Sounded strange at the time, but it's making a whole heck of a lot of sense now, eh? Remember the 40,000-foot view? And remember this, El Donaldo Trumpo said Elon the Grey leaves us, Elon the White will come back at the turn of the tide. Interesting. News Treason Channel 17, why Hulk Hogan? Remember? Tens of millions have learnt what kayfabe means today. Even I didn't know what it meant until a couple of months ago. In professional wrestling, kayfabe refers to the practice of maintaining the illusion that the staged events, stories and characters are real. Knowing what you do now, think back to Hulk Hogan speaking at the RNC and again at the MSG Trump rally. Hogan is a professional wrestler. The script writers were using this symbolism to show you that far more than most realise is kayfabe, nearly everything we watch. Post number 461 from here, of which there are, hang on, 4,966 posts. Number 461 says, what makes a movie good? Great actors. It's all theatre. Q, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 1, 2, 3. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. Enjoy the show. We are. This is all. Look, this is what they've done to us, so it's being done back now. Okay? And the deep state are falling for it too. Larry Cook, fire. For my next trick, I'll make the left ask for the Epstein list. And this one, El Donaldo Trumpo. Okay, this is a little funny. Whale psychiatrist said breaking Vladimir Putin has offered to negotiate a peace deal between President Trump and Elon Musk, which is quite funny, actually. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Matthew Kamanzuli said, is it just me or are we getting sick of this glorification of scoundrels? I don't care about her gender. She declared her government the single source of truth that was selling falsehood. Nothing to be proud of. Nothing to celebrate. Enough. Oh, here we go. Oprah with Jacinda Ardern, New Zealand's Prime Minister during COVID. Let's have a listen to a couple of morons for a minute and give me and my voice a rest for a second. Hang on.
This woman has been a heroine, a hero for me for so many years. I've admired her from afar.
Oh, shit.
This is the first time I've had the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation because she's written a book called A Different Kind of Power. And I love that you call it
What,
that,
communists?
A different kind of power is
Communism.
kindness.
Absolutely. It's all those things that you think are weaknesses or are taught are weaknesses. Empathy.
It is a weakness.
Self-doubt and humility. They're powerful.
What I admire is that you're a prime minister and you made a decision that I am going to have kindness as a principle for my administration. So did you have a meeting with everybody? Did you have a kindness gathering, a kindness meeting?
Do you know, we'd spent a lot of time looking at what was, happening in New Zealand, and it's not just about what you do when you're in government, it's about the way you do it. And I felt we'd lost that humanity, that we were there to serve people, and kindness was a really simple way to embody that.
Oh, what a load of
so
garbage.
No, we definitely didn't do a huddle, we didn't workshop it. It was instinctive, but I think it was what we needed at the time. And
Instinctive for communists. That's what it was instinctive for.
I think it's what the world needs right now as well.
I do too. A different kind of power.
Yeah, the communist kind. Communism, full on. That's their kind of power. Okay, True Blue Rebel had a good point too. If Trump was on the Epstein files, why did Elon allow his son to be around him? Well, he is in the Epstein files. He's on the flight log where he borrowed the plane, okay? Or Epstein offered him to use it while his was being serviced. So he is actually in the Epstein files, but... And Elon hasn't necessarily accused Trump of being a pedo. Okay, he's just said he was in the Epstein files, which we all know anyway. But why did you let your son be around him if you don't trust him? Which is also quite interesting. Oh, hang on a sec, guys. I've got to blow my nose again. Okay. Awakened Outlaw said, RE, the Trump must dust up about the infamous Epstein files. Care to guess how the actual pedos and the Epstein files are feeling at the moment? My bet is not so good. Logically, were this all a covert tactic being used to influence the left into demanding the files finally be released, then you'd probably strike by releasing them when interest was at its peak. Oh, and those evil bastards that are going down know full well that Trump isn't going to be lumped in with them. So it would imply to them exactly what I'm asserting, that their time is nearly up. And that, ladies and germs, is why they're almost certainly having a particularly bad day. I'm sure he meant ladies and gentlemen, but you look, people in Australia say that too, ladies and germs. Okay, real AF patriot, let's say it together. Kayfabe. Elon's going overboard for a reason. Could it be any more obvious? It can't be. To me, it's very obvious. Okay, Sun Tzu said you have to see the genius at play here. Elon Musk and President Trump stage a massive public feud, slinging insult and grabbing every headline. The media eats it up, focusing on their clash. Then, boom, Elon drops the Epstein bombshell, claiming Trump's in the files. Suddenly, all eyes shift to Epstein and the media's buzzing about those sealed documents. Perfect timing for Kash Patel to disclose the Epstein files. This is Sun Tzu-level strategy, misdirection, then striking at the heart of the narrative. Trump and Musk are playing 4D chess, orchestrating the greatest reverse psyop ever. Nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing. And he's sharing the AG here with one little eyebrow raised. The relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times, though it's not clear he ever went to the island. And here is what Trump said about Epstein in a 2002 New York Magazine profile. Epstein likes to tell people he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy, Trump booms from a speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. Yes, he did say that. He also wished people well when he doesn't really. It's like reverse psychology. I don't know why people don't get it. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to cough again. This is ridiculous. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to leave it. I'll read some quick Elon Musk Trump ones, and then I think I'm going to have to go. Wyatt said, man, Trump went all out on Elon Musk. It seems like kabuki theatre and planned to distract and give Elon back his good graces with the normies, but I'm not sure. Works well because they want you to believe it's true, and normies believe everything they see. Election Wizard said, breaking, Elon Musk has reversed his threat to decommission the Dragon spacecraft, stating he will no longer pursue that action. Elon Musk said, good advice. Okay, we won't decommission Dragon. Which I think is the one that they used to get to the space station and back. Like the one they went to rescue those people with. Anyway, Joey Manorino said Trump is not wrong and Elon is not wrong. Elon is working under the assumption that Congress actually wants to do the job and wants to save our country. Trump is working under the reality that these people are absolute scum and you cannot get anything perfect passed through the current legislators. We'd all love a bill that eliminates the entire IRS, gets rid of all the pork and government and completely guts to the administrative state. It wouldn't get 20 votes in the House. The bill on the floor is about as good as it's going to get with this current crap of Congress. I'd rather have that than nothing. Elon is not wrong and he is not our enemy. And I tend to agree. Okay, yep. JD Vance said we were actually governed by complete morons and we didn't even realise it till the Trump administration started to get underneath the hood of our government. Elon Musk and Doge deserve a ton of credit for that. Paul A. Zipula said, President Trump talks about Elon Musk. The media will try and take what he said here and turn it into a big deal. It's not. I trust both Trump and Elon. I don't think either men are the problem. You want to know who the real problem is? Congress. Okay, Jake Shields said, if I was accused of doing anything to kids by Elon Musk, I'd immediately release the files and clear my name. If Trump doesn't release the Epstein files now, it'll be clear he's compromised. Yeah, you have no faith, mate. Have faith, okay? But it is getting the left to pay attention now. That's what I believe is actually happening here. Graham Allen said, according to Elon Musk, Trump is on the Epstein list, so naturally he'll let him hang out with his kid. I do not believe Elon. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it. I will read some comments, guys. Deb was first, and Kai said, I contest that my thumbs up shows as first. Is Veritas involved in the chat program in any way? Oh, God love you. Alex said, hey, see you oh, yeah, because I put this up. I put this up last night, and I didn't have the flu last night, right? So I did schedule my live stream. Going, oh, yeah, all good. Once I sneeze, whatever this irritation is up my nose, once I sneeze that out, it'll be cool. But no. Wake up this morning, my sinuses are hurting, my ear is hurting, and my throat is hurting. John Paul said, hello, everyone. JP's mummy here. Hope to catch you all later. Oh, God love ya. Deb said, you're always number one, Kai. Okay, yeah, I was up at 2:16 a.m. Yeah, even commented on my live stream at 2 a.m, 2:15. Out to lunch, said it's 4 in the morning almost. Have get back to sleep, lady. I was probably asleep by then. Out to lunch. About 3:30, I went back to bed. Deb said, yes, that's right. We can't afford to sleep in. We have a Hev show to catch. South Australia, it's 4:07 a.m. Hev goes live in 4 hours. Oh, there you go, it jumped. Was waiting for that one. Oh, I can still read it. Out to lunch, set up you are. The memes are beautiful, though. Isn't crazy in North Korea they arrested 5 people for the botched boat launch, but in the United States they give people a better job? Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Meg Aussie, how you going? Kai said 24 minutes before start at 6:35 p.m. Montgomery County, Tennessee. It's very wet. And Deb said, hello, my beautiful twin Deb J. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Kai said, nah, Deb, you had to have been first today, just hadn't been counted by the tube. Kai said, I learnt today, Wash, you'd never fight a dinosaur because you'll get your ass kicked. Oh, dear Kai. Out to lunch, said, well, if you're attracted to both men and women but neither is attracted to you, they know you by yourself? Yeah, I think so. Shannon said, word up, biatches. Oh, dear. Yeah, I saw that video, Shannon, the one you sent me of, what's his name? Steve Harvey. I used to watch his comedy. Yeah, and he's talking about baby oil. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? And Timmy's here. God love you, Timmy. Thank you for messaging me. Yes, we won't be having a call in today. I don't think it's a good idea. I think I need to go and take a few vitamin C's. Hey, Sherry, how you going? I didn't see you in there. Deb J said, hello, Heaven, everyone I missed. Hello to my beautiful twin. Shannon said, poor little bugger. Kai said, poor kid. Out to lunch, said, YouTube, we know it's allegedly and no one is guilty until proven guilty. Oh, yeah, I forgot that completely today. Everyone mentioned in this video is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And everything here is theory until proven fact. Deb said, you could do a very early show there, Hev, since we were all up. Yeah, I should have. Shannon said, husky Hev. More like blocked Hev. Alex said, I hope he feels better soon. Sending love and prayers to him, Shannon. Out to lunch, said, went to the doctor, so I'm a doctor. Deb said, did you get some sleep there, Hev? Yeah, I kind of did, but I kept waking up. Alex said, don't worry, Hev, I think we all feel like that sometimes. Shannon says, 3 sneezes, same as an orgasm, allegedly. Yeah, no. Deb J said, you're always dopey, Hev. Just kidding. Good on you, Deb. Oh, no, I've got to blow my nose again. Hang on a sec. Okay, so that's something an Aussie would say, Deb J. Yep, you're always dopey, Hev. Just kidding. Kai said, I went to jail once or twice. Does that make me a prison? Kai said, besides for farts. Alex said, I reckon there's loads more pollen in the air. I think Timmy had the same when he got his bronchitis. Hopefully it clears up soon. Yes, I hope so. It's very windy here too, and it's been windy since about yesterday afternoon. No, this sneezing started before that. Unless they've been spraying shit in the air again. Shannon said, all theatre. Yep, it is. Get the popcorn. Deb said, hello again, our favourite moderator, Alex. Out to lunch said, well, at least a nurse practitioner. Alex said, they're all guilty. Out to lunch said, the Indian gave enough to cope with that figure. Deb said, yes, we can see how they drive in our country. They damaged my son's car. It was but a scratch. I watched one day, right, and I couldn't get the number plate, and I was so pissed off with myself, right? I was sitting in a car park waiting for my daughter coming by a train on return from holiday, and I watched an Indian go to drive into a parking spot, hit a car, reverse back, hit another car, drive forward, hit another car. This is 3 so far, right? And then reverse back and hit yet another car. And then drove out of the parking area. And I was sitting there with my mouth dropped open and just looking, going, oh my freaking God. But where I was sitting, there was cars in the way and I couldn't get his number plate, even the car. I know it was a light coloured car, but they just took off after crashing into 4 cars in that car park. They just took off out of the car park. Oh, dear. Shannon said, should be easy to trick Husky Hev today. Yeah, oh, yeah, please don't. I'm not thinking correctly today. Deb said, it's all for entertainment purposes only. Alex said, it's always been a really concern for me that people don't have to retake their driving test when they live in different countries. A family French friend used to drive us to school. Wild journey. I'm sure it was. Kai said, I'll lead off with a tame one. D-Lee said, go for it. Shannon, I need a good laugh. Out to lunch said, hey, they are Crocs, not flip-flops. Yeah, Shannon, don't take advantage of Hev in her weakened state. Alex said, I've also seen adverts on YouTube for insurance companies offer insurance for people who haven't passed their test in the UK. Dangerous road to go down. Pardon the pun. Oh, definitely. Deb said, what side of the road does India drive on? In the middle. I watched them do a test this morning. The test instructor could not even put his seatbelt on. They drove about 100 metres down a road. They had to parallel park within 1 minute 29 seconds, or 1 minute 30 seconds. And at the end, the guy said, oh, no, you did it in 1 minute 34 seconds. And the guy said, oh, so I failed. And he goes, no, you passed. It's only a couple of seconds. And it's a road that no other cars are driving down. So they're not learning to drive with other cars on the road. They're driving on a road that is empty. Alex said, oh, Shannon, you're the ultimate joker. Kai said, oh, hang on. Kai said, I taught a goldfish to break dance, but it could only do it for 20 seconds or so. Oh, Shannon said that's where Ray Gunn stole her dance moves. Kai said she's going to be extremely careful now, though. Alex said, he's a gentleman, really. Kai said, I know, right, the flippity flop. Kai said, hell, I break dance every time I have a seizure. Alex said, make me sick, those bastards needed to leave our children alone. Shannon said, Mamma Mia, Real Housewives, how you going? Yep, Mum and Dad are fighting. Deb said, I want my ABBA record back. Oh, dear. That's funny as. What was that song? I want my money back, you bitch. Remember that? Oh, what was it? Give me my money back. Oh, I can't remember the name of the song. Okay, Shannon said abacadabra. Kai said I call it my taser imitation. Out to lunch said if your leaders can, you can first. Deb J says spell ABBA backwards, Shannon. Deb said the problem is they'll get guns too. It'll become the Wild West. Who will get guns to? Shannon said, I'm not reading that because I don't know if it's a trick or not. Deb, menacing muskrat, how you going? I missed you. I'm not seeing everybody at the moment. Yeah, Deb, God bless our Timmy. Kai said, Hev sounds like she might not make it. I've made it this far. I'm not going to make it much longer, though. I feel like going and lying my head down because it hurts. Alex said, we're all following invisible rules. If we follow the 10 Commandments, there shouldn't be a problem. The rest is all legislation set up for their purpose to steal from us and keep us down. Exactly. Menacing Muskrat said, what is happening to Elon Muskrat? Shannon said, no tax on cash tips only. Alex said, no worries, Hev, I redid my presentation, need to show it to Tim Air for proof checking. Oh, cool. Kai said, Muskrat, it was a ruse to get the demo to call for a declassification of the e-records. Real Housewife said, I think I want to live with Dad. Mum seems unstable. Menacing Muskrat said, we have over 16 wildfires and today we're experiencing wind gusts of 70 kilometres per hour. Shit. Oh, Menacing Muskrat. Stay safe up there. By the way, Menacing Muskrat, I did try to ring you that day that you told me to ring you. It was last week, I think. And now I can't get through. It's someone else's number or something. I don't know. Kai said, I know my ma were unstable. She was nearly demonic. Kai said, we have storms here too. We're about to get them. Deb said, yes, turn and coof. Kai said, dust coming in from Florida direction from the Sahara. Alex said, our poor Hev. Kai said, be careful not to toot when you're caught real hard. Oh, when you cough real hard. No, I don't do that. No, that doesn't happen with me. Shannon said, sounds like a giant lighting his farts, Muskie. Oh, Alex said, I love the snow. Kai said, Richter scale. Deb said, just wet here in Adelaide. Kai said, aged, oh damn. Shannon said, Hev's nose has been full of a different type of snow. No, I don't do that either, Shannon. It's full of snot, okay, if you really want to know. Too much info? Sorry, but Shannon needed to know. Deb J said, Kai, where you from? Adelia said, wet in Illinois. Yeah, Alex, sending love and prayers. Menacing Muskrat, hope you stay safe. Out to lunch said, would baking a soda drink help, Hev? I don't know. I don't think so. But I was spraying like the nasal spray up my nose, the saline nasal spray, all day yesterday, and it did not help. So I think I'll do it again today, plus an extra vitamin C. Real Housewife said that certainly is a big and beautiful bill. Deb said, finally we become moist in Adelaide. It was best, yeah, it's been a drought out there, hasn't it? Real Housewife said, I don't blame Trump. Musk went too far. I don't think so. I think it's actually a setup to do exactly what it's done. To make the Dems demand the release of those Epstein files. Kai said, USA, USA. Out to lunch said, oh. Shannon said, it's not going well. Yes, exactly. Deb said, I need a lemsip. No, I know what I can do. After this, I'm going to boil the kettle. I'm going to put honey and lemon in a cup, and I'm going to sip on that. And if I have to do it all day long, I will. How you going, Geo Loft? Real Housewife said, feel better, Hev. I have a stomach virus. Oh, no, you poor thing. Deb J said, okay, Kai, thanks for the heads up. I'm on sunny Florida. In sunny Florida. Kai said, Trump dropped a remark, told you I could get the Democrats to want the records released. It was staged. I do think so. I do think, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Alex said, bicarb of soda might help clear Hev's nose. If she could do it as a nasal rinse with sterile water, it might burn a bit, but will feel better afterwards. Kai said, Florida, gators, snakes, invasive species, nice place. Alex said, warm water. Love said, I hope you feel better soon, love. Thank you. God love yous. Out to lunch said, have a house with a boat down the road. Just started honking, 2 short honks when the boat is there. When it's not, I don't. Hopefully that boat will end up getting sold cheap. Oh, dear. Kai said, those iguana, that whipping tail, dropping out of trees in the cold. Deb J said, I love it here. Did live in Mount Juliet, Tennessee for a while. Great people there. Alex said, that sounds horrid. I hope you feel better soon too. Sending love and prayers, Real Housewife. Out to lunch said, nice boat. I'm thinking about getting the number to call and hang up when the wife answers. Oh, no, don't do that. Shannon said, that's a man. Yeah, Jacinda Ardern. Alex said, I can't stand Harpo or Horseface Ardern. I know. Yeah, Out to lunch said, did I say it's a nice boat? Shannon said, Jacinta has a pee-pee just like Big Mike. J1 says she's got big hands. Deb J says she's an asshole. Alex said she wants a sugar lump. Horseface. Yeah, she is. Kai said it's a kickstand for sunbathing. Shannon said man hands. Alex said J-Hap Shannon. So Jacinta Ardern has a penis. Kai said I'm only good for a tent post. Shannon said Mohap, J-Hap. Out to lunch said better than rope, Kai, better than rope. Deb J said if he'd been on that island, we would have never heard the end of it. That's what I think, too. Alex said, swing low, sweet chariot, come for to carry me home. No, they definitely do. Kai said it does. Deb said, that's right, Deb J. Oh, shoot, where'd it jump? Here somewhere. Nursing Muskrat said, I thought Trump just caught a ride on Epstein's plane, like from point A to point B. He did, Menacing Muskrat. We're watching theatre. I've got to blow my nose again. Alex said, I do remember seeing that video clip of Trump saying he wouldn't release the files before he was elected, but I can't find it, so I don't know if it was real. Kai said, he said, get them to scream for those documents. I think it's a sight to get the Dems wanting it. I do too. Geloff said, Trump versus Musk is all to force Bondi and Cash to release everything about Survivor Island, give sales back to Tesla, and finally clear the Don once and for all. Win, win, win. Yeah, Geloff, I agree. There's more than one reason why this is happening. And it's also shown up people who we thought backed Trump who don't really, are willing to turn on him at the, drop of a hat. Alex said, oh, bless you, Hev. We understand. Get tucked back up in bed and feel better soon. We love you. Kai said, Geo knows what's up, definitely. Deb said, keep blowing your nose and stay with us, Hev, lol. Alex said, nice hot cup of lemon ginger. Oh, yes, I've got ginger too. I can do all three. I've got a fresh lemon. I've got some ginger. I've got honey. Deb said, our Hev needs chicken soup, not one from a garden. Out to lunch with baking soda too, I believe. Deb said, yes, Alex, my favourite when stuffy. J1 said, get some sunshine, Hev. It's a bit hard. It's cloudy. And I think it's about to snow. Alex said, I don't know why they haven't released it already. All the stuff with the binders and influences was stuff we already knew years ago without it being redacted. Kai said, grapefruit juice and seltzer water, about half and half in juice glass. Wait a day or two and do it again. Deb said, not possible now it's winter to get as much sun. Shannon said, Trump has released files and declassified files, but someone else blocks it coming out. There you go. Alex said, I hope it all comes out soon, and then we'll all definitely know once and for all. Geloff said, and I've said before, look, if Trump was in there, release it. Let us see. But he's not. Geloff said, Trump is an entropy master, and I believe Elon is too, especially if you know Elon's past partnerships. The PayPal mafia, look into it. Deb said, lack of sleep, Hev. Shannon said, I could say something rude about that, lol. Alex said, sending you love and prayers, Hev. Oh, dear. Where was I up to? Oh, I was way back now. Did I say like, Carl? How you going, Carl? Please tell me I didn't say that. Kai said, Alex, they already had it all copied. Trump made the Democrats call for the records to be released. Alex said, good, I hope it comes out soon. Deb said, did you have a little visitor? They are full of school germs. Yes, I did. My granddaughter was up here a couple of days ago, and I'm not sure if that's where it came from, but yeah, it came from somewhere. Kai said they've had a second disclosure conference also. Alex said it's been a long time waiting. Shannon said the dreaded lurgy. Yes, that's what we call the flu in Australia. Deb said Adelaide's moisture's getting very heavy. Out to lunch said school germs. Oh, no, thanks. Alex said all the Diddy info's coming out too, so hopefully double disclosure. Yes. Well, who was mentioned? Mick Jagger, Madonna, and DiCaprio, among others. Okay, Obama's been mentioned, and what's his name? Oh, Michael Myers. Yeah, a lot of people have been named in the thing. Alex said there are many, many more like Epstein and Diddy, though no one yet has been made accountable. Deb said, and it's all for entertainment purposes only. Carl said, like. I hope I didn't say like. Oh, like the video. Oh, thank you, Carl. God love you. I was thinking, God, I hope in my numb brain I did not sit here and go, oh, like. I think I would have slapped myself if I had. Okay. Kai said Alex is supposed to cause a cascade effect. Shannon said sealed indictments, don't forget. Out to lunch said remember when Johnny Depp trial was on, Maxwell time. Look here, not there. Yep. Yeah, and how you going, Carl? Good to see you. Deb said I was awake every hour. Oh, no. Shannon said that's what Hunter said. Kai said supposedly Hunter Turn gave information. Yeah, apparently. That's what I think Epstein's doing too. I don't think he's dead. I think he's got evidence and he's given it. Out to lunch said staying inside maybe, sick that is. Yeah, probably. Can't see me doing much for the next couple of days. Deb said we have poo pipe going on in nearby and the dirt and the dust is next level. Oh, no. Deb said it's okay, it was bumper cars. Deb said, I guess that's how things are done in their country. GLF said, Alex, the reason for stonewalling Survivor Island is for the fact that so many names are linked to it, both Democrats, Republicans, CEOs, singers, actresses, etc. from the world over. Out to lunch said, Deb, poop pipe work is a shitty job. Yeah, sounds like it. Shannon said, easy to identify. It's the dented car with 4 different colour paint samples. Yeah, exactly. Alex said, I'm gutted I didn't get the number plate to the weirdo bloke that followed me in a car park warning me of van break-ins, then my van nearly getting broken into a few days later. Definitely him. Deb said, yes, Dubs. Debs does sound lovely. Dubs. Oh, my God, where's my brain gone? Kai said, Mayor, Sheriff's, Police Department. Out to lunch said, Hunter was a Diddy boy? Kai said, I think so. Alex said, I know it can take a long time to get paperwork together. I'm truly hoping that's what the delay is in releasing it all. So real justice is served, Geoloft. Shannon said, Indians only break for sacred cows. Kai said, then there's child protective services all over that were involved. Out to lunch said, goldfish breaks better. Alex said, I know the way justice system works is all in their favour at the moment, and if one bit of paperwork is wrong, it can get thrown out. Out to lunch said, broke back break dancer. Deb said, bit hard today to think I have. Yes, it is. I'm not doing well thinking at all. Shannon said, Deb wouldn't read my palindromes, words spelt the same forwards and backwards. Out to lunch said, I'm educated. Are you? Kai said, no vote backing round up here in here. Deb said, yes, skies are very red. Kai said, I despise autocorrect. Shannon said, go. Out to lunch said, I'm heavenated too. Oh, do you watch Education? Do you? I used to watch them. Alex said, that's not good. Kai said, I'm stoned. Deb said, Hev's got the snots today. Deb said, lots of fluids, keep it moving. Yeah, I was drinking heaps yesterday. Kai said, I don't think Trump's gone too far enough yet. Alex said, yeah, honey, lemon and ginger is brilliant, Deb. Out to lunch said, no tax on overtime tips. Donna hasn't gotten a full week in months. Deb said, sounds perfect, Hev. Kai said, wondering when the Terminators will get activated. Deb said, now that's a very uncomfortable, a tummy big. GLF said, under the radar, the poor Maryland migrant father who was mistakenly deported to CCOT prisons being brought back to the US to stand on federal charges after he serves his time, he'll be sent back. Yeah, I heard something about that, Geoloft. Alex said, I got loads of it today when I went shopping as it's great antioxidant in general, honey, lemon and ginger in hot water. I've been drinking it all week. J1 said the sulphur in garlic helps to dry up the mucus. Yeah, garlic is brilliant. Deb said garlic cause radish and vitamin C was what I used with the honey lemon drink. Kai said iodine from seltzer water covered by grape juice. Alex said I love the stuff and always eat it raw if I start feeling ill. Out to lunch said my sister had man hands. GLF said under the radar, USDA worker and a bankster boyfriend ripped the US food stamp SNAP program out of $66+ million over 3 years in New York office. Wow, yeah, I've seen that too. I think that was on the Gateway Pundit. Out to lunch said won a $50 seafood dinner on local radio program. Oh, well done. Deb said the Dems are blocking everything, so they've been played. Yeah, Kai, the Dems are cooked. Out to lunch said they give away a birthday prize every business day, seafood every Friday here. Alex said I got radish too today. I got so much antioxidant stuff in my food shop. I need some ideas for smoking mackerel. I heard the skins are great for collagen. Deb said trust the process. J1 said out to lunch, don't need a boat then. Shannon said who says no one likes gingers? Kai said the process needs to hurry the fuck up already. Out to lunch said have a Bible question, but nothing for that but the knowledge. I've got to blow my nose again. It was easier to blow before. It's getting harder to blow the nose. Okay. Out to lunch said have a oh, yep. Did I read that? Oh, far out. I don't even know anymore, guys. You have an app idea in GPT said no such app yet. I'm looking into grant writing. Any info, you guys? Alex said no. Ooh, no one needs to see they move like Jagger. Oh, guys, I think I'm just going to have to go. I can't really even read the rest of the comments. But yes, it's supposed to snow here. So if it does, I may do a video, like a quick live stream just to show you guys, but maybe I will or maybe I won't be talking during it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. I really don't feel well. I am so sorry, and I will be back as soon as humanly possible. Much love, guys. See ya.